The new patch is here, and it has brought some really good new gold farms for us to do. I'm going to be showing you the new best cloth gold farm that you can do in Undermine. And this is actually an extremely good farm that you can get upwards of 70,000 gold per hour. Before we get into the farm, I'd like to thank everybody that has gotten a copy of my gold making guide for retail World of Warcraft. It really means a lot, and I'm so happy to see all of the positive feedback. So you're going to need two professions. First of all, you're going to need tailoring, and you want to put 30 points into textile treasures. You also want to put in another 30 points into quality fabric. And now this is very, very important to do for this farm. You are going to need these professions and these knowledge points. Then for the third thing for tailoring, you want to unlock Dawn Weave tailoring and also Dusk Weave tailoring. You only need to unlock them, you don't need to put points in them. The second profession is inscription, and this will allow you to get the Dark Moon cards. This is the spec that you want to put your talent points into, just like this. The farm is located in Undermine at this location right here, and there is an amazing hyperspawn that you can farm in a 2x4. You're going to be making around 6,000 raw gold per hour, which is really good. Some of the new BOEs are selling for tens of thousands of gold at the moment. With all of your cards, you want to make sure that you're turning them into Dark Moon decks, because these are selling for a lot more gold than the Dark Moon cards, and they're selling extremely quick on the auction house. So this can really help increase the amount of gold you make whilst doing this farm. To do this farm the most efficient way, you want to do this in a 2x4. So 2 groups that both have 4 people in them. This will allow you to share the loot with all 8 people, or doing the farm at once, which is a lot more efficient than just having 5 people in one group farming just like that. Also, you want to make sure that you have at least one monk in one of the 2 groups, so they can put the statue down, so they can gather all of the mobs in one location, which will make this a lot easier for the pullers, and it will make it a lot easier for you to loot. Now for the rest of the members that are in the groups, you want to have pullers. And what I mean by pullers is classes that can pretty much pull the mobs to the statue where everyone can kill them at the statue. So the best possible classes for this would be druids and hunters. These are by far the best pullers in the game when you're doing this sort of farming. Preferably druids, like boomkin druids. These are the best just because they have some really good AoE damage, and obviously they can dot the mobs up when they pull them, and this tends to work the best. And the majority of the people that are out there that are farmers, they're more than likely going to have a druid for their farming. You want to make sure the monk has a decent amount of gear. If he doesn't have too much gear, you may need to off heal or even invite a healer to the group to keep the monk alive, because you're going to be pulling a lot of mobs and the monk will be taking a lot of damage from all of these different mobs. Now, as for how much gold you can make per hour doing this, it really depends on how lucky you get with the BOEs. So let's go over some of the numbers. You're going to be getting around 6,000 raw gold just from the raw gold you loot and also the greys that you vendor. You're going to be looking at around 30,000 gold in cloths, so all the different cloths combined, you're looking at around 30,000 gold per hour from those. Now from the cards, you're going to be looking at around another 10,000 gold per hour. Now if you turn them into decks, you can bump that up to 15,000 per hour, depending on how much the decks are actually selling for on your specific server. And then the BOEs. The BOEs are the most interesting things, because some of the BOEs can actually sell for 10,000-20,000 gold. The main ones that you're looking out for are the higher item level ones, and also the ones that have plus speed on them. These numbers are from me farming on the NA region on the specific day that I uploaded the video. Obviously the prices of all the different items will be going up and down, so the prices could definitely vary on what you actually get compared to what I'm getting today from doing testing. However, it is an amazing farm and you can make a lot of steady gold. If you'd like to learn more ways to make gold in retail World of Warcraft, you can check out my complete gold making guide for retail World of Warcraft. It will be linked down below in the description box. This is a guide that I've been working on for nearly 3 years now with all the best methods of making gold in World of Warcraft.